Alrighty, guys, welcome back. So, today we're going to be talking about one of probably the absolute best bottom fishing rigs out there. Doesn't matter where you're fishing, East Coast, West Coast, different depths. It's probably the best, absolute top of the line. I never leave the dock without it. Rig. Just a couple simple things. Bank sinker. This is a 6/0 hook, just so you guys can see it. Oops, sorry there. A little bit better. It's just a 6/0, and this is a big spool of 60-pound fluorocarbon. And the rig we're going to be talking about today is what they call the chicken rig or the high-low rig. Has a couple different names for it, but it is the best rig out there for bottom fishing. And you can adjust it to any different depth range you want to. We run it a lot on spinning gear, but it is fantastic. So we are going to jump right into this, guys, and I'm going to show you guys exactly how I like to rig the chicken rig or the high-low rig or anything. They've got a couple different names for it. So let's get right into it. Okay, so first off, let me get you guys straight. Apologize here. Oh, there we go. I want to get this camera angle just right. So this is just 60-pound fluorocarbon leader on a big old spool. So the first step is I like to take my end of it, and I like to make a loop like this. And all I do is just kind of like cross it over like so. And a lot of guys don't like doing it this way because they say, well, if it gets stuck and you pull hard, you lose your lead. Well, in some cases, I'd rather lose my lead than my fish that's on the hook. So you got it like this. You got a loop at the end. This is the very end of your rig now. And this is where your bank sinker comes in handy. You don't have to use a bank sinker. You can use an egg sinker, but it's a little bit more of a challenge. So you just pinch your loop, slide it through your bank sinker like so. Loop it right down on just like this. Pull it. And there you go. It's on. Ready to rock and roll. So now some people like to trim this down a little bit. The tag end here, it doesn't really matter. It doesn't affect a whole lot. So what you're going to do is you're going to pull out some footage here. I usually do an arm length. I'm 6 feet, so it's about 6 feet. And then I go, depending on what depth I want to fish. So let's say I want to fish closer to the bottom. I'll tie my hook on here. Or if I want to fish farther away from the bottom, I'll stretch out the sinker a little bit farther away. So video purposes, we're going to go right about right here with it. Well, this is the middle of your fluorocarbon that you just put your sinker on. Okay? Right here, all we're going to do is make another loop. Now, you got it just like this, if you guys can see, right? So it depends on how big you want this. It's going to be tying another loop. So it depends on how big you want it. All we're going to do is we're going to twist now. Twist, 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 twist. I do it about 3 times. Ain't got to go crazy with it. All right. And then now you got it twisted here. Twisted and twisted. And you got kind of a loop in the center and a loop down on the bottom. So what we're going to do is we're going to spread these apart, go into the center, and grab that loop out. Okay. Now what you normally want to do is you want to wet down these ends because we're going to cinch this down. But I'm not going to do that right now. So we're going to pull it a little bit and then pull these ends out just like this. And it's going to cinch down just like that. Right? So what we're going to do now, there we go, probably see it a little bit better in my hand there. And what you want to do is you want to really snug this down just like that. There. Now you're going to have a loop that looks like this. Pretty easy, pretty simple to figure out. All right, so now we got this loop. It looks just like this. Here's our lead. Here's our loop. That's where we're going to put our hook now. And here's our hook. Now, it doesn't matter the hook that you're running. This is just a 6/0 trocar. I kind of just had a pack laying around right here I was able to grab for this video. It does not matter the brand hook, whatever hook you personally like. I run my same grouper hooks a lot of times, like I did in the last video. This one, though, is just a 6/0 trocar circle hook. You can find them anywhere. Basically, everybody sells these dang things. They're fantastic. Now, this is 60-pound fluorocarbon, so this is going to be meant for a little bit heavier fish, like if I was fishing for red snapper, red grouper, stuff like that. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to take my loop and I'm going to pinch it right down towards the end down here, the one I just tied. Pinch it real small like that, and then we're going to just force it through the eye. Sometimes you got to finesse it a little bit here. And once you get it through the eye, just take it down, loop it on your hook, pull it tight, and there you go. Just like that, you got yourself a chicken rig. It's super simple. It's called the chicken rig or the high-low rig, and this rig will catch everything. We use these rigs for all types of stuff. Red grouper fishing, they work fantastic. You can put a live bait on it. What I really like them for is snapper fishing. Red snapper, this is a really go-to rig, especially when we're fishing a little bit deeper water. I can adjust my weight. It's pretty simple too. I can just simply just undo the weight like this, pop it off, slide it out, and grab a bigger bank sinker, or a pyramid weight works too. Or you can add another bank sinker on. Say if you're all out of bank sinkers and you need to upgrade, and you got multiple four ounces laying around, you can just slide 2 of them on if you need to, and be done with it, and have plenty of weight to get down. We've actually done this when we've ran out of deep drop rigs, when we're deep dropping out in 500-600 feet of water, and we've tied you can tie multiple hooks on these too. I like to do the 1-hook rig. A lot of times I'm running this on a spinning rod, so I don't have as much power. So I like to run a single hook rig, so I'm not hooking multiple big fish. But when you're done, your hook's going to sit like this. Your sinker's going to sit down on the bottom, like so, about like this, and this hook's going to be way up here with your bait off the bottom, suspended a little bit. That's exactly what it's going to do right there. You guys can probably see it better if it's on my face there. Yep, there we go. And it works really well. I downgrade this too. I downgrade my leader size a lot also. I drop down to like a 30-pound and stuff, and drop down my hook size down to like a 3-aught. We use it for mangroves and yellowtails. Tie it up a little bit farther. Give yourself, if you got 6 feet of leader and you're tying it, I'd do it about 4 feet up, or give yourself 7 feet of leader. Get it 4 feet up off the bottom, and it works fantastic for yellowtails and mangrove snapper, especially if you guys aren't very good at feeling a bite when it comes to like running a jig or something like that, yellowtail snapper jigs and stuff. So this is a fantastic different rig you can use, and you don't have to use this rig only offshore. It works great for sheep's head fishing around docks in the wintertime, docks and bridges, deep passes. It works fantastic for too. Fishing off the beach, great setup. It's kind of the same kind of setup as a pompano setup that guys use on the east coast of Florida. Over here on the west coast, we use this a lot offshore though for red grouper and red snapper. I've caught gags on it. We've caught almost every fish you can think of on this rig. It is a phenomenal rig, and I will never leave the dock personally without it. The rod I run my stuff on, this is, let me pull the rod out real. Woo! Luckily I don't have a ceiling fan, or broke a rod right there. So this reel is a 6K Nautics by Piscifun. Fantastic reels. If you guys are looking to buy one, I'll leave my discount code in the bottom. I am affiliated with these guys. I've been beating the crap out of them. They work flawlessly, especially for the price point. And then this is a 7-foot, 20 to 40-pound bull bay rod. This is a killer setup. Like I said, red grouper, red snapper, gag grouper, mangroves, vermilions, lanes. Like I said, you can put multiple hooks on this rig too and run it on a little bit heavier gear and catch multiple fish all at one time. But that is probably the easiest way and the best offshore rig you're going to get to be able to catch multiple different species of fish throughout any given day. If it doesn't catch fish, you're doing something wrong. But you can put any type of bait on there you want. It doesn't matter if it's alive, dead bait, or frozen bait. It works great. Chunk bait, everything. We use them even. We'll tie them shorter, down closer to the lead. We use them for hog fishing too in the wintertime around on the west coast of Florida. We catch quite a few hogfish running shrimp on them too. A lot lighter leader though. We'll run 3-ounce bank sinker with probably 30-pound give or take, depending on how clear our water gets for that winter. But this is probably one of the absolute best rigs out there you can tie for yourself. And it's fairly easy. You don't need a lot of, it don't take very long. Once you get it down packed, you'll get it set up really good. And you can adjust the length of this piece of leader part right here your hook's tied onto. You can adjust that via how large you make your loop. I personally like them about that length, about perfect. Just keeps the bait off the leader, keeps it from getting tangled. And it seems to have always worked for me, and I still use it very, very much still to this day. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comments below. I am a full-time guide out of Newport Richey, Florida, and Hudson, Florida. Offshore, inshore, whatever it is, we can target it. We have a boat that offers. I owner operator. So if you guys are looking to book a trip at all, my info will be down below. If you guys like the video, make sure you hit that like button. And if you guys are looking for more tips and tricks, hit the subscribe. There will be other content coming out too, of fishing trips and stuff like that. And also, if you guys are looking to book a consulting trip, whether it be inshore or offshore, please feel free to reach out to me. I do it all. I'm like Walmart, one-stop shop. Alrighty, guys, till the next time. See ya.